Hi everyone, I'm Shivani Padar, and today I'm excited to present to you Becoming the 10x Developer with AI. I lead engineering for Jules, which you will hear about very shortly. It's our AI code agent that can help developers like yourself really make sure that you're 10xing your productivity day by day. So let's get started. We have all experienced the real cost of software development. You know how the systems that you work with sometimes are very complex. And I know some of you might still be at the very beginning of your career. And so this is what's going to come for you. And for those of you who are working in big companies, it's a very big reality of what we experience day after day. We are in these contexts which have legacy systems, complex code bases, and just massive backends which are really hard to understand. The AI agents of today, I'm not going to call them agents, the AI tools of today, the band-aid solutions, the prompts you type in ChatGPT or something you ask Gemini, are all able to help you about 10% in these brownfield solutions and are really built for simpler tasks called greenfield problems, where they sort of help you 30 or 40% of the way to build something from scratch, to fix a bug here, to write a documentation there, but really don't help you as much in these brownfield systems that you find yourself in day after day. The consequence of that is our most productive engineering hours, the hours where we feel flow, are spent debugging, maintaining legacy systems, writing documentation, refactoring things that broke, and essentially not driving innovation. We are using AI, but not really. In fact, a very interesting study recently found that if you use AI incorrectly, or if you use the incorrect AI solutions for your problems, developer productivity actually took a hit by 19% instead of being improved. So here you were using AI with the wrong AI solution, and you thought you were that guy who was riding the AI wave, but you may just find yourself being on the sidelines watching other people leverage all the productivity that is to be gained with AI. So, what should we do? To leverage the true potential of AI, the next generation of AI that's coming around the corner, which people are already using, I want you to think agents, not models. Agents are not just an LLM call. It's not just a model you prompt. It's not just a prompt you write on ChatGPT or Gemini. One that will just predict your next edit or help you do some quick README files. It is instead an autonomous system. It uses AI and the models in the backend, but it has this whole system built around it, which is intelligent, which pursues goals that you set for it, which utilizes tools and completes tasks end to end with all of the nuances that you needed to consider on your behalf. Think about it this way. When AI just came around the corner 4 or 5 years ago, we saw a wave of augmentation tools. So, the ones that would help you do really smart autocomplete or really smart paragraph complete. These are the tools you have to babysit. As you're typing the code, it will complete your code for you. So, they're reactive, they're real time, but they're not like all the way there. The next wave of AI saw us visiting these quick prototyping tools. So I'm sure you've all seen AI Studio and a lot of other tools for it. These are great because these are amazing for greenfield projects, for prototyping quickly, for testing out an idea, for writing a product requirement document. But the next and the future transformative wave of AI, in my opinion, is going to be the embedded workflow solutions. So the proactive, autonomous, delegated agents that do tasks on your behalf. That is okay. So let's see this in action. This sounds great, right? This sounds really cool. Let's actually find out how this works. I recorded a demo. This is a product that my team and I built. It's called Jules. You can check it out at jules.google.com. And I wanted to truly show you what something like Jules can do for you. So I headed over to Jules. I pre-recorded it so we could do it quickly. And I said, hey, Jules, search for the image of a pink calculator and build an app for it. Test the final result and show me a video of you playing with it. So Jules basically said, okay, I'm going to search the relevant documentation. It did web search. It found a very cute image of a pink calculator. It said, here's my plan. Here's how I'm going to implement what you just asked me to. I'm going to set up the project. I'm going to implement these aspects in the project, like the HTML, the CSS for the style, the implementation of the backend in JavaScript. And then I'm also going to test all my steps and I will submit a change. I said, that's great, plan approved. And so Jules went to work. Now, typically you would wait for an agent to do this, but Jules can run asynchronously, it can run in the background, and you can just walk away. And when you've come back, it has done all of these changes for you. So I went away and I came back to see, let's see, this code that Jules generated. So Jules quickly um, did all of the changes and basically generated this end-to-end code for me. I can actually go check it out from GitHub. Like you can actually go look at all of the code Jules generated in GitHub. And then I went one step ahead and actually ran it in my local to see what does the ping calculator look like. And here it is. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So here's what happened. Jules ended up not only understanding my task, that is using thinking models in the backend, it also independently wrote the code, tested it, did the testing with edge cases that we would normally do, found some errors in what it had implemented, like it found a division by zero error at some point in the calculator logic. It debugged it and finally committed it for my review. It went ahead and added a README for me and documentation. And this is all that you just see. In the back end, Jules also has memory. So it's learning what your individual style preferences are and evolving itself. It can also run many parallel tasks at the same time. So in theory, I could design 10 types of calculators all simultaneously with using Jules. In this particular example, what would have taken an AI assisted engineering flow a few hours took a AI developer workflow just a few minutes. So you're like, this is great, but how do I use this? And so here's where we get from theory to tactics. I invite you to experiment with the next gen AI agents in your workflows. Go to Jules, bring it in your workflow. Identify what are the repetitive workflows which are high friction, or what are some of the newer things that you want to do. Try different products and Jules in different aspects of your workflow and evaluate how they truly exponentiate your productivity. Ultimately, I want each one of you to seize the opportunity. The future is where humans and machines collaborate to achieve outcomes which were previously impossible. And it is a future that is available to start exploring today. I hope that whenever we meet next, you're not the person on the sidelines watching the wave, but you're actually somebody who's riding the wave. Thank you, and reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm excited to hear from you.